message today is down low, our low forward and our D-zone coverage and our D-man, you have to box these guys out away from the net. We can't let them in on top of our goalie because that's where they're going to go. We know they're not coming to the blue paint, they're coming in it. And that's the game. And that's what we're going to really have to look after first and foremost. And then after that, we've got to challenge them offensively, and in whatever way you bring. So we've got one line that has some skill, can kill you off the rush. If they get the cycle game going, we can have success there. We've got another line that can do a bit of that as well, and our other two lines are going to have to chip the puck in and go throw everything at the net and play a little bit of the LA game. And so there's a number of challenges with a team like this that is, for me, a firm put your money down on being in the Stanley Cup final.
They're also what they got. The four guys they got at center right now, you know, Kopitar, Richards, Carter, and Stoll, you know, 27 and 32 years old, all over 52% in the circle. And you mentioned they get away a little. Does that extend? You got, you know, Nugent Hopkins and Gagne, 42 and 46% guys, but they're young. Is there a little bit of respect factor that your guys maybe haven't quite earned that cachet as well in the circles when they're going against a team that's got older, more experienced guys that are good face-off guys and veteran players?
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got to have some gamesmanship too. I think our guys understand it. The guy that has got great gamesmanship in the face-off circle is Boyd Gordon, and you know he's out, but he's got a lot of experience in the league, and he's able to flex his muscles in there a little bit with the linesman. So and that's what we're encouraging from our other guys. Like it's a working relationship in that circle. It's you're always on the fine line of how much can I cheat on the face-off, because in the end there's good face-off guys, but the good face-off guys, number one, they're usually very strong, and number two, they are great cheaters. And to be able to cheat in that face-off circle, you've got to work the linesman a little bit, and there's a lot of gamesmanship, and especially for our centermen, but right through the whole lineup, I don't want any respect for these guys. You have to almost disrespect the team, and not in a unsportsmanlike manner, but just, hey, listen, we don't give a crap who you are. We're going to battle on here. So. Yeah, there is a laundry list of challenges when you're playing a team that is primed to go very deep in the playoffs.
Moving Philip Larson to the wing, is it just a matter of looking down at the roster and seeing what guy could he actually move up there, or how did that decision come about?
Yeah, well, you know, Lars has been kind of playing both positions for us as of late. He's back on the point. We pull him up to the wing. Tonight, the plan. And once again, you have a game plan, and some nights you stick with it, some nights you don't. But the plan is actually tonight for him to play more defense than the wing. We just popped him up there in practice yesterday and in the morning skate just to balance out things. But Lars, I think it's been a great experience for Lars, because for me it's a great thing to have in your back pocket as a player moving forward. Hey, not only can I play D, I have played wing. It keeps you in the lineup more often, and way down the road, it might get you more jobs.
Does it give you an appreciation for what it takes to play the wing, and so when you're playing against the winger or things like that, or does that matter at all?
I always tell the D, just unscrew your brain and go play the wing. Anybody can play wing. That's coming from an old defenseman. That's right. That's what I did. I took my brain out and I just went up there. It was really easy.
Dallas, can you talk about replacing Boyd Gordon, Acton or Lander, or who do you plan to use more in the last 2 games?
It'll be both. Both guys there will play center, and then we're going to work the wingers around them. So my plan going in the game is we've got 11 forwards. I'll run the 4 centermen, and then I'll just keep flipping guys down on those 2 guys' wings. So they'll Acton and Lander will see a number of different wingers tonight, but they'll both be in the middle.
Dallas, with the season winding down, you reflect upon the year. For you professionally, was the learning curve pretty steep in your first NHL job? I mean, what has it been like for you?
I don't know if the learning curve, but I think you, from the first year I was an assistant coach in the American League to being an assistant in the NHL to a head coach in the American League to here, like every year you learn. It's a constant learning process, and I think if you ever hit a place where you're not learning anything, then you're probably done. And I've learned as many lessons as I did last year to my first year of coaching. It's a constant learning process. The one thing I know is that the fundamentals of playing hockey and playing the right way will always be first and foremost. You'll never, ever be able to get away from that and win hockey games. But has it been a challenging year? Yep. I can't remember which one I was talking to the other day. I've had tragic things go on in my life, as the public does, as our players do, and out of those tough challenges, I've always felt personally you come out of it stronger. You come out of it ready for more, and I think our players have experienced that. Some guys have experienced it for a number of years. This year's been one for me as well, and I believe it's going to make us all better players, better coaches, and most importantly, better men.
Dallas, would you say that Kopitar is a little different sort of player than Getzlaf and Thornton, and he's more of a two-way kind of center?
Well, I think Getzlaf pretty good two-way center as well, but yeah, Kopitar's those are the guys that they drive you fits, because there's some centermen in the league that even though they're really good offensively, you know you're going to get something on the other side because, you know, maybe they're going to cheat the play or not back pressure very hard, whatever it's going to be. But with Kopitar, you not only do you have to handle his offense, you know he's going to be on you defensively too. And you know there's some nights where you're licking your chops a little bit when that offensive centerman is taking the face off in his own zone, and you know you're probably going to get some action. But with him, it's you're basically screwed at both ends of the ice.